Hey guys, welcome back to Retropop Planet. Now today I have another thrifting video. Before we get started, I just want to give you guys a quick update on some of the things we've been doing since the previous videos. First of all, I finally sold Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Wii U. It took a couple months, probably because I didn't realize I had taken it down and then I had to relist it. When I relisted it, I brought it back at a lower price and I finally got it sold. I think I made $5 on it, total whiff, but it's okay. I made my money back and I'm fine with it, and now it's gone. The other thing I did is restore the Empire Strikes Back toy that I found. Okay, that's it for the updates. Let's keep this intro short and let's get out on the road. I'm really curious to see what's out there now that spring is here.
Apology guys, but I seem to be having some audio issues with my main camera. Anyway, let's head into our first thrift store where I come across this trivia adventure. When you're a kid and Trivial Pursuit is too hard, you play Trivia Adventure where you have a bunch of layup Star Wars questions. I come across a set of headphones at a Goodwill. I've never heard of the brand before, but at $2.99, I think they're worth taking a shot on. At another thrift store, I come across a pair of old roller skates, which is not surprising because there is actually a roller skating rink down the road. So same store, we have a ton of these charity Beanie Babies from McDonald's. New old stock. Heading into another Goodwill, I come across this Pinhole Camera. This looks like something that would be kind of fun to make if all the pieces were in here. And I love this store because there's a lot of really cool books, and I really strike gold with a lot of these video game themed manga, which I've never seen before, and there were several of them in here. And then a how to draw book, which catches my eye, mainly because I'm playing the video game Genshin Impact, and a lot of these drawings remind me of characters in the game. And then a ton of old Cabbage Patch books. Haven't seen these in years. $1984. And a brand new Confederacy of Dunces book. This was recommended to me years ago and I've never seen it. I've never been able to read it. So I'm going to pick it up. And again, more Zelda manga. There's some Yu-Gi-Oh! There's Pokemon. And a bag of porcelain tchotchkes. But what caught my attention was the wizard. He's holding a crystal ball. I've never seen this before, but the date on the bottom is 1988. So at $3.99, I decided to pick it up. Heading into the Salvation Army. I haven't had a lot of luck here recently, but the first thing I come across is this Scholastic storybook from E.T. 1983, so it's almost 40 years old. It's not in great condition, and I already own it, but I have to buy it. And this store actually has some more manga. This time I come across Sonic, which is pretty cool. Sonic Super Digest. And I've got a use for some of these manga. You'll see in a future video. And a lot of comics. Star Wars Dark Empire was one of my favorites when it was released. Originally, it was released in a serialized format, so you had to wait almost a year for the full comic to come out. And another Pokemon Sun and Moon. Another one of these little mangas. And yet another Goodwill. This area that I'm in is stocked of Goodwills. And the only reason I'm looking through these records is because this cover art is rad. I have never heard of this band. 1984. But this cover art is just stunning. I should have bought it just for that. And then Rail Sounds. This is kind of a really quirky record of a steam train making its last run before it retires. And then I paused briefly on this toy because I wasn't sure what it was. It's not that old. It's early 2000s. 2001. And I put it back. I'm just not interested. But I did look on eBay, and this one is complete. Yet another Goodwill, and a really awesome 50th anniversary Bugs Bunny glass. This is from 1990. And it's 99 cents. The graphics are great. And then this really awesome National Geographic pictorial book. What originally catches my eye are these awesome 70s space graphics. And then the inside is a total bummer. Just look at that logo. Amazing. Super graphics. Just so stunning. And we're stepping into Iron Horse Antiques, which is one of the only antique malls in my area. A lot of this product doesn't necessarily move. I think a lot of it is priced pretty high. You see some retro stuff here. This person is very into mid-century modern. I've actually seen this seller at a local flea market expo that we have. They sell a lot of these retro and frankly awesome phones. And a lot of locked display cases. I had that Cosmic Blues car when I was a kid. Lots and lots of little collectibles and figurines. And then a new seller now looks like to be stocking up with a lot of things that I'm interested in. And a whole lot of Pokemon cards. I don't know anything about Pokemon, but it was pretty cool to see this in here. And then Hot Wheels. And then another seller has these awesome California raisins. I have several of these at home. They're all around $2.99 each, and then some of the newer Smurf toys. A bunch of comic books that I do not really feel like sorting through. And then I come across a little basket that's got some older Star Wars and then some original Kenner Star Wars. $15 is really just overpriced for these guys, so I walk away. They're missing their guns, paint is missing, they're not in good condition, and it's not worth picking these up. And we'll head upstairs. Upstairs, they have a lot more things that I'm interested in. There's several sellers that have a bunch of retro toys from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. More glasses. And hey, check it out. They're selling the same glass we just found in the thrift store. And they're selling it for $6. Checking out some more toys, some old Snorks figures. Shout out to the Snorks, and it's the Smurfs. And Return of the Jedi storybook. I have this. This is another Scholastic book I got through the book fair. A really cool Wolverine phone, a Mickey phone, another Warner Brothers Studio Store item. We're heading into a thrift store which I came across recently, but I'm not really sure what it is. They sell a lot of things that look like had gone unsold from primary retailers, and they're not discounted all that much. You can see $20 is not very discounted. You've got some Instapots that are brand new. I think a lot of these might have been like Amazon returns or something along those lines. We have a brand new mid-century modern style chair, and it's listed at $25, and they are listed at full price. So here's just kind of a look at the store. They sell pretty much everything, but it's just, I'm not really sure what it is. We got a whole selection of these Warner Brothers mugs. This is going to be like the Warner Brothers video. These are from 1992. And then I thought this was cool, a Spongebob Squarepants bobber. So shout out to all the fishermen out there. You can get a Spongebob bobber for when you're working on your panfish. And then this is a really cool item, a VIC-20 Commodore computer. And let's go grab some food. I was hoping for some banh mi. They were out of the things to make the banh mi, so I hooked up with the pork vermicelli.
Okay guys, welcome back. As you can see, we went to a number of different stores. As usual for my thrifting videos, these were filmed over the course of several weeks. And I think we came across some pretty good stuff. This is also yard sale season and flea market season. And because of COVID, a lot of that stuff is actually still closed in my area. So we're just making do with the thrift stores for now. All right, first of all, I came across this stack of anime at one store. I've got a couple art projects that I'm gonna do with these, so stay tuned for that in a future video. I also came across this super cute chibi book. Why did I come up with this? Well, I actually like trying different art styles, and I've done that periodically on this channel. Chibi is another type of art style, which I think is kind of interesting, and this book kind of reminds me of a lot of like video game characters. Currently I'm playing Genshin Impact, and a lot of those characters are in the chibi style, so it'd be kind of interesting to do something along those lines. The other cool thing I came across is this E.T. storybook. I actually have this. I actually bought mine at a Scholastic book fair in like the first grade. And of course, there's the one scene in here that has terrified me ever since I saw the movie. Other than saving this and maybe trying to flip it locally, the coolest thing that actually was in here, somebody bookmarked it with some vintage Captain Crunch cereal box inserts. This is probably even more cool in the book. The other thing I came across is this 50th anniversary Happy Birthday Bugs. This is pretty good condition. I would wager this is from the Warner Brothers Studio Store. I think it's marked 1990, yeah. And I got it for 99 cents at the Goodwill. And then as soon as I left that Goodwill, I went to the antique mall and they were selling it for 10 bucks. So based on the quality, I may actually keep this for myself, but I could probably try to flip it on eBay. The other super bizarre thing that I came across is this weird wizard guy. And what caught my attention about this is I have a friend who is super into like wizards and dragons and all that. And this is the Hap figure from Pantone 88. I had to look this up. Apparently this was an entire line of collectibles from the world of Christonia, and it's based on a book from the 1980s. This, I believe, is Series 1 or Series 2. I know they came out as collectible versions on a yearly basis, and I did a deep dive, and there's an entire fantasy world that I think ran up into the early 2000s before the company went out of business. But this is kind of an interesting find. Again, it's not worth a lot, and it also came with a bag of other stuff, which you will see upcycled, let's say, in another video. So some of those items that were also in the bag with here, I have actually upcycled into an art project, and I'm working on that right now. Probably the most worthwhile find of this video are these Ashita Vox stereo headphones. Trust me, it took a while to figure out what these were. They look vintage, but they're not. This is from 2011, a Japanese company paired up with Idea International. They're based on the 1960s ST90 model. I don't remember the name of this one, but the reason I got these is because I was looking for some really nice vintage style over-the-ear headphones for my Nintendo Switch. And the ear pads are thrashed. Currently, I'm trying to source a replacement pair of ear pads. I know you can buy generic ones on Amazon and eBay. I'm just trying to figure out which ones are the ones that I need for this particular model. But overall, I'm happy with them. I've been wearing them. They actually work pretty good. I cleaned them up just a little bit. Original retail on these was anywhere between $80 and $170. I don't think they make this product anymore, and if you can find them, they're on Japanese Amazon and Japanese eBay. You see a lot of the vintage ones, but you don't see a lot of these reproduction ones. And I took a chance on it. They were $2.99, and you know what? I think I came out on the upper end of it. Anyway, that's it for this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a like if you like the video. Leave me some comments on some of this stuff if you see something that I misspoke about, or if you have some added information that I don't have on any of these items here. And again, stay tuned for those future art projects. And I'll see you next time, guys. Later.